What up, it's your boy Dvrth here again with another video, and today we are here with To Your Eternity episode 3. I to be fair, to be completely honest with you, I haven't watched this show in a couple days, mostly because of the stupid amount of internet issues that I've been having lately. Fuck Spectrum. But we're back on it again. I remember most of what was happening. I know it was sad. I know it's looking like it's going to be sadder. But we last left off in a village where they were going to basically sacrifice a maiden to some sort of god or deity who may or may not be an actual deity, may just be like some hungry bear outside or something. Which that's what it looked like. But of course we can't really fuck with that. So we went against the grain, or the little girl at least went against the grain. So did her like friend, or was it her sister? She called her sis, but more like her friend. We met up with our main character, the entity. I've kind of forgot his name too. I'm so sorry. We met up with him, and now we are. God, what are we gonna do? I'm afraid. I'm. This show kind of gives me anxiety already because I can see what kind of show it is. I can see that this show is gonna be really sad, and shows that are really sad I don't do very well with. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. You're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more To Your Eternity or something totally different, the best place than that. And as always, my social media links going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, if you want the full length reaction to these episodes, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Links going to be in the description below for that as well. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones on. Make sure that they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just let's get into it. I did hear, I forgot where I heard this. I don't remember where I heard this, but I think some people said that I'm not supposed to watch. Like, it wasn't on like a video of mine or anything, but I saw somewhere that people were like, "Yo, don't watch the intro," and they said there's a lot of spoilers in it. However, I don't remember, like, I don't see any spoilers in this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fuji me. Okay. All right, we'll take it. Fuji. Okay, that's cool too. Fushi. Okay, we'll take that. Lame. Uh, got a like a hidden blade. Yep. What the fuck is that? Is that the bear? What the fuck is on it? Excuse me? That is way bigger than I thought. Oh my fucking god. Well, you did. Nah, it's too late to be saying that. It's too late. You should have ran a long time ago. Better book it. Cut faster, please. Bitch, you were dead. Oh my god. No, you're not. Okay, you good. Good shit. Ooh. Oh. What the fuck? Well, shit. That's a long fall, dog. You better hope them trees save you. Mink, mink, mink. God damn. Damn. You just lucky to be alive, so I can't even be, I can't even hate. In order to adapt, they need to change themselves. True. For humans, especially, such changes are preceded by emotion. He's probably trying to find her. If he I think he connected with her, so I think he is trying to find her. Yeah, they probably have her, so they're doing it now. Oh my god, that's the dreaded tofu. That shit's gonna kill you. Y'all got the little girl. Y'all got the babies eating black tar heroin. What? She's getting active up here, help! Okay, I was about to say, so the bear is Oniguma. Y'all dead. That's crazy. The little faces that she makes and stuff. Oh shit. So lame, bro. Let's recommend a choice. Who is this conversation? Fuck, they're gonna feed her to the fucking bear? This is all bullshit. Y'all are all some hoes. She better not fucking die. Oh, he pulling up with a vengeance and quick. I hope y'all get eaten too. Fuck y'all. Jesus. Oh my god. It really exists. Wait. So this is exactly what the fuck. Y'all are feeding the fucking bear so he's not hungry anymore. He doesn't come and eat you. Fuck. Somebody fool? Anybody? Oh no. No fucking way. That's what we on. I hope you get killed too. Yeah, I hope you get killed. Fuck you. Fuck you and your grandmama. Yeah, let's go. It's my dog. So you just didn't see him? Shit. Well, I mean, he can't die, but Jesus Christ. Didn't he get killed by this bear once before? So he's learned. Yeah, he's been killed by this bear before, so he's learned. Nice. Nice. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck. Oh my god. He can transform back? What the fuck? Yeah, pussy. Nice. Oh my god, he's just by. Oh. He felt that. Jesus. This is how he beats the bear, though. He felt that, meaning that he can evolve into the bear, right? Or can he, or does he have information? Hang on. Okay, hang on. Bitch, I'm coming for you. Ah. Nice. Okay. God damn. Oh my god. He's, oh. 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 My god, that's gotta hurt for both of them. That sucks for him, because he has to hurt twice. I fucking hate you. So, did he kill him? I mean, how do you fight something that won't die without losing? What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, y'all are just fucking scared. You piece of shit. Now the bear's dead. You don't care about the ritual. Now say thank you. Ah, we'll get there. learning. Let's go. This is the squad for real. I hope this is the squad for real. Oh, oh man. No, don't care. All right. Okay. So it's only episode 3. It's only episode 3, so this isn't something that I should probably be thinking about right now. However, I will just rhetorically ask myself, like, what's the point of this entity? I get that it was put on the earth, on this plane of being, I'll say, to simply observe and absorb information, stuff like that. It was put here to learn, right? Why? And I get, like, whatever put it there obviously was a god of some sort. And when you're a god, you can get kind of bored. It's kind of boring being a god, I would imagine. It's kind of boring being a god. And not only is it boring, but I would assume that it's pretty lonely as well. So creating something like this isn't so far-fetched, or creating something like this simply for the reason of I'm bored is not so far-fetched. So like I said, this is not really something that I should probably be asking on episode 3, but it is something that I hope that we eventually get to, why he was created. Like I said, I'm not looking forward. I'm not like, okay, we gotta get there. Like in episode 14, at least we gotta get there. We gotta get the No, I don't even expect to get this I don't even expect to get that kind of answer by the end of the show, or by the end of this season. Cause I know it's getting like a season 2. By the end of the season, I don't even expect it to get it at the end of season 2. Depending on how long the show will be. But it is a question that I eventually want alluded to. Maybe not answered. I don't always need things to be answered. That's, I don't need things to be answered, but something that is at least alluded to. Now, let's talk about these bitch ass niggas here. Listen. I don't know, is her name Hayase? I think her name's Hayase. I don't give a fuck how bad Hayase is. She a bitch. Hate her. Kind of fucked up. Now, granted, this was a more primitive time. And, if there was a huge fucking monstrosity going around eating people, and the only way that you could appease it is to give it its favorite food, which is apparently maidens. Then I could see the thought process there. The thought process there is that, one 4-year-old girl, what does that cost, or what does that equal to, countless lives in their eyes, right? But it's still stupid. It's still cowardly. I'll say that much. It's still cowardly. I don't care how smart of a plan it is. So I have my reservations. I'll say that much. That's why I say it, is because I have my reservations with Hayase. I'm not exactly fond of her right now. Like I said, she bad, but not fond of her. The more interesting thing that that we probably should talk about is something that I feel like I missed out in the last episode's discussion, which I probably kind of touched on, but I didn't exactly speak on, which is, it's important, is that while we are learning, and it was touched on in this episode too, I'm glad that they did, while we are learning, and the whole point of our main character is to learn, is to like absorb information, experience, and just kind of live. We can't just take the good with evolution, right? I think in my last 2 discussions, I took a lot of I put a lot of thought into us evolving by creating bonds, and then creating bonds and finding out new things and stuff like that. But one of the biggest things that we will be like experiencing here, and one of the biggest things that the show immediately told us about, was failure is one of the things that we'll have to be learning from. Not only failure, but like the negative experiences, loss, hate, pain, like we experienced in this episode, or like it was shown in this episode. It's going to take everything to evolve, or to continue to evolve. And I'm still a little fuzzy on the way that I guess we're calling him Fu. Still a little fuzzy on the way that Fu works. I don't know what exactly constitutes an evolution. I understand that it's stimulation, and that could be in any form. But what we saw in this fight was that when Fu bit down on the bear, he also felt it, meaning that Fu can feel the pain of other living beings. Now, I'm not gonna ponder too much on what that makes Fu, because I don't think that's what we should be thinking about, at least right now. I don't think that's what we should be thinking about, but I think it's something that we should take into consideration, because if pain is enough to, well, not even enough, if pain also counts as something that constitutes stimulation, we now have to take into why am I so bad with words? We now have to think about other things that he can feel, other negative emotions that he can feel, on top of just like, oh, that is my friend, she feeds me, or oh, I just got killed. Like, the fact that he could feel the pain of another being, and that constituted as stimulation, is the more interesting part of this episode, because why would that's scary. That I get the nature of Fu, but that's scary that in a fight like that he had to hurt twice. That's the scariest part of it, is that he had to hurt twice in order to win that fight. Once for himself when he gets attacked, and twice for when he attacks and feels the pain of the bear. It's important that happens, because Fu could very well be molded into the perfect being. I say this because if there's one thing that humans struggle with, but are also exponentially good at sometimes, is empathy. And Fu being able to physically empathize, and maybe even emotionally and mentally empathize, we don't know just yet, with other living beings, it will give him a better perspective on life than what a normal human would have. And it's not just living beings, it's just everything, because we also have to take into account that Fu was a rock. He started off as a rock. So it's everything. I think that's what a big thing that these first 3 episodes have kind of brought to our attention. It's not just people, and like, it's not just, friends that we make and stuff like that. It's not the friends that we make along the way. That's, it's not that. It's literally everything. It's everything, down to the smallest minute details. Everything that, not just everything that creates life, not just everything that is a part of life, but everything that is to exist, that is a part of life, is what Fu will be taking in. Like I said, the end goal of Fu's journey, I'm not even going to attempt to tell you what that's supposed to be. Of course, like in the background, I'll it'll haunt my nightmares the way that JoJo, Attack on Titan, and like Full Metal Alchemist have done, where like I'll be in bed and thinking, what the so if that, and then if you Krusty the Krab, and that's gotta be, of course that's gonna happen, regardless, because this show seems to it seems like it's gonna be one of those shows. But yeah, we're gonna have to put that on the back burner. Fu finally spoke, and that is a huge step. I will say, before we switch topics of the discussion, can Fu turn into the bear now? Because that constitutes stimulation. Once again, that constitutes stimulation, the fact that he felt pain. So if he can turn into the bear, that's a good trump card. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a good trump card. I just had to point that out, because I think that's what that was trying to say. Like, I think that's the small evolution that he gained. How did the first dog, like the first wolf, get injured? Was it by the rock? I don't know. I think the dog just died on the rock, and that's what. Okay, I'm getting too deep into it, and now I'm about to make this video way longer than it needs to be. What was I about to say? Fu finally talked. And it was a very short, thank you, but it's a huge step for him. I don't know how long we'll have this group that we have right now, and when telling a story about immortals, you don't stay with one group for very long. So it's sad to say, but I kind of expect this group to, I kind of expect for us to move along from this group eventually. I'm still a little bit fuzzy on how time is going to work in this show. Like, I don't know if there'll be skips, and I don't really know how that's going to work. It seems like it's going to stay in a relative time period. But I really like this group right now. Like the group that we have right now, minus Hayase. I like this group that we have. Because the little girl that we have with us right now, March, is prime for, like, she is, as of right now, the best candidate to teach Fu how to human. That's why she's the best candidate to teach Fu how to human. And for Fu to continue, I think being human is an important thing when you're telling a story about life and learning how to live, in learning your place in the universe or whatever. Being human is a very important thing. So the first step for Fu is to learn how to be human and not just look like it. Like, he already looks like it. He can already take the form of one. But the fact that she's teaching him how to say thank you, and like how to eat properly, just very simple things like that, common courtesy and stuff like that, is going to be very important. Because if Fu wants to continue, he's immortal, so he doesn't have to worry too much. But if he wants to continue to evolve in the maybe not the correct way, but if he wants to continue to evolve in general, being human is going to be a huge milestone for him to accomplish, a huge milestone for him to achieve, to reach, I should say. Um, so the little girl March is probably the most important character right now. Of course, the other girl, I don't remember her name. I don't think they said her name, and I was being stupid and didn't listen. But she's important simply because she's going to protect March. But March herself is important to educate Fu. I like that. I like that they didn't go the prideful route. I was really afraid that when Hayase was like, you can come with us and live, or you can like die, right? Because well, the bear's gone and we don't have to worry about the bear anymore. So we'll just pretend like this never happened, right? I like that they had they didn't go the hero route and go, well, I'd rather die here, eh? Whatever the fuck they are, right? Instead they're like, yo, no, let's live. And they were pretty okay. March seemed pretty okay with it, as well as her sister. I'll call her for now until I learn her name. They seem pretty okay with it, and I'm glad that they chose to live. Oh goddamn! I'm glad they chose to live, because in a story like this, and I feel like I say that a lot, but in a story like this, choosing to die is while there's a lot of reasons in ways that a person could choose to die or choose that they don't want to live anymore. Choosing to live in itself is a extremely human thing that even March should learn, as well as Fu, for until what everybody dies and then he gets a new name. I think he'll learn his name. But it's just it's an important thing for them to actually decide on. It's I just would have hated it if they were like, yeah, no, fuck all that, I'll die here with my people. Like, no, dude, just lay low, live. If you really don't want to live with these people, then you don't have to, but at least try to live for as long as you can until you can live the life that you want to live. But this show is really interesting so far. It's really interesting so far. Though, we're in episode 3, and I'm not expecting to make a whole bunch of progress, with our character, because this is a slow burn. Like when it comes to Immortals, it's kind of a slow burn. Like the drag of learning simple things is what I'm most excited for when it comes to this character, because there's a lot of potential there for, like I say, there's a lot of potential there for him to be the perfect being. Like he dead ass could just be. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what the end goal is, but whatever he becomes at the end of all this is going to be something that transcends whatever the fuck all of us are. And that's an exciting prospect for me. So great episode, really enjoyed this one. Interested to see what their village is like. Hopefully not everybody's like Hayase. Hopefully everybody looks like Hayase. I wouldn't be mad at that. But hopefully everybody doesn't act like her. So yeah, great episode. Really interesting story so far. Not sure where the hell we go from here, but we'll see. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more to your eternity or something totally different, the best place to that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Link's going to be in the description below for that as well. So with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.